MITCH albums Tuesday with MORRIE. So how about we get started? Hi guys and welcome to a new episode of the channel. Sorry if you are shaking a bit too much, but I hope you're having a great day here. My name is Sean and today we'll talk about the Tuesdays with MORRIE. And also we're back in a Starbucks place where I recorded one of my other videos. I don't remember which one, but still it's pretty good if you remember this. Hope you do. It's pretty much alive. So how about we get started? Now, there's a lot we need to talk about this MITCH album. MITCH album is actually the author of this book, and he is pretty much the MORRIE guy. So now that we're done with done with MITCH, actually we're not, but I'm just going to talk about more. Who is MITCH? Well, MITCH is the main character of this book. He is also the guy who is a sports writer. He writes sports. And then he is also the guy who loves journalism. This is how it works. One day he started university and he went to a class on Tuesday, and then he saw his professor, MORRIE, and he was like, ha 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 ha, and he had a really good sense of humor. And pretty much a good day. Eventually he had a lot of the good things that one might think. What he did was that he went all the way to Tuesdays, and eventually one day, one of his courses, during one of his semester courses, he had a pretty good impression and then said that he got ALS and he might not even survive the whole term. It was said that he might be able to live in 2 years, but she was sure that he would live less than 1. So, he's a white kid. But this happened 16 years after MITCH album graduated from MORRIE's university. Then what happened next is the fun part. After 16 years of not meeting each other, MITCH decided to meet his old professor and make his promise into visiting him, but not very often because this was the first visit ever after university. Then what happened next is that MORRIE came to greet him and they hugged each other, boom, all that love story stuff. And then they started having their last courses. MORRIE's last courses was at his home. It was no book required because it was about the meaning of a life. And his meaning of life was a good one. As long as there's no book required. But what it is, you're just like talking, like a psychology class, like if you were a psychologist or something. So then, what is the point of this class when you're basically a psychologist? Exactly. You have to go into other people's minds. When you're teaching this class, MORRIE had to learn into other people's minds. And eventually, it just went a bit too far if you ask me. But inside everybody's minds, they're pretty different. In my mind, I have this. In my mind, I also have this. And in my mind, I also have this. And also, in my other mind, I have a lot about the world to think about. So, how should we do this? But let's put that question aside, because it's really just a minor question. Well, the answer for that question is to just listen to your teacher and listen to everybody's minds, if you're able to. But what is the meaning of life then? What is the secret of life? Well, a lot of people wonder if they will die, and they just are pretty anxious about it and they don't want to die. But it's going to happen anyways. Secret of life, the meaning of life, is to live. To know how to live, you have to know how to die. Once you know how to die, you know how to live. And once you know how to live, you know how to die. Makes no total sense. So what should you know? Know how to die, or should you know how to live? It depends on you. If you want to know how to live, you have to know how to die. If you want to know how to die, and learn how to live. right? So this is where vacancy comes in. Now it's up for you to learn more about MORRIE and his closest friend, MITCH ALBOM, who asked him the question and is only student in his last courses, which only took 14 weeks. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you still enjoy it and still enjoy my channel, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next episode. Shinhan out. Peace.